this is how I look at my notes.
Hey, it's Carla Chernenkov here with an intermediate yoga flow. As always, it's a good idea to check with your doctor to see if getting healthy is right for you. If all things are a go, then throw on some tunes, roll out your mat, and let me know in the comment section how you feel afterwards. Begin in Balasana, Child's Pose. Big toes together, knees either together or slightly apart. Arms can lay along your sides or in front of you, palms facing down. And just take a few moments here to let everything go that you don't need to hold on to right now. Any cares or worries, any tension that you might be holding on to through the neck and the shoulders. Just consciously relaxing those muscles now. Knowing that this time is just for you. Reminding yourself not to go further in any pose than is right for you today. And slowly start to blink the eyes open and make your way to the top of your mat with the feet together. Inhale, raise the arms way up high, getting taller. Exhale, folding in half. Inhale, lengthening the spine for flat back, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, heading back to a strong plank. Pull the belly in. And lower, chaturanga, hovering if you can for just a moment and releasing all the way down. Inhale, wide across the shoulders for cobra. Shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. You can walk it out if you want to. One heel presses down towards the floor as the opposite knee bends. And then switching sides at your own pace, feeling that nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Still keeping the neck soft. Finding stillness, pressing both heels down, reach the heart towards the feet for a shoulder stretch. Then send the feet forward all the way to the top, lengthening for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, reaching way up high, getting taller. And exhale back to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening for flat back. Exhale down, planting the hands back to plank and lower. Inhale, shoulders down for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And again, finding that nice stretch in the backs of the legs, walking it out again if you want to. Keeping the neck soft. And send the feet forward, inhaling for a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, reaching up high, and exhale back to a tall mountain. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. And exhale down, planting the hands, heading back to plank. Strong plank. And lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing. Softening through the neck. And send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching way up high. And exhale back to mountain. And again, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down back to strong, strong plank. And lower, chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. Fingers spread nice and wide. And send the feet forward into flat back. Exhale down. Inhale, reaching way up high. And exhale, back to mountain. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, back to plank and lower. Inhale, shoulders down for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Allowing the knees to bend slightly if needed. Heels reaching for the floor. Heart reaches towards the feet. And send the feet forward into flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, reaching way up high. And exhale, back to mountain. Feet together. Inhale, bending deeply for chair pose. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. And exhale, down, heading back to plank, strong plank, pulling the belly in. And lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, gliding forward back to plank, so shoulders over the wrists. Right forearm down to the floor. Left forearm down to the floor, keeping the belly pulled in. And then right hand back to the floor. Left hand back to the floor, so we are back to plank. And again, right forearm down, left forearm down. Right hand up, left hand up. Again, right forearm down, left forearm down. Right hand up, left hand up. Number 4, right down, left down, right up, left up. Last time, right down, left down, right up, left up. From here, after all of that, chaturanga, hovering if you can. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. We have another side, so gliding forward to plank. Pulling the belly in is the secret to feeling light. Here we go. Left forearm down, right forearm down. Left up, right up. Again, left down, right down. Left up, right up. Again, left down, right down, keep the belly pulled in, left up, right up, almost done. Number 4, left down, right down, left up, right up, last one. Left down, right down, left up, right up, pulling the belly in, and chaturanga. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing. That's already 4. And 5. Sending the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. And exhale down, feet together. Inhaling for chair pose. And exhale back to mountain. Number 2, inhale, bending deep, strong chair. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. And exhale down, heading back to plank. And lower. Inhaling for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, gliding forward, right knee to your nose. So shoulders are over the wrists. And then pushing back to down dog. From here, same thing again, but that right knee goes to the outside of the right shoulder. So gliding forward, right knee to right shoulder, and then pushing back to downward facing dog. This time, right knee goes to the outside of the right shoulder and rests on the right elbow, bending the elbows as in chaturanga. And then pushing back to downward facing dog. Last one, same thing exactly again. Right knee over right elbow, bending the elbows, and then moving the weight forward, 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 extending the right leg. Maybe that back leg takes flight. And then pushing all the way back to downward facing dog. Whew. Transitioning to plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. There's another side. So from here, left knee draws to your nose, belly scoops in. Shoulders are over the wrists. And pushing back to downward facing dog. Next one, left knee to left shoulder. Belly pulls in and pressing back to downward facing dog. From here, left knee rests on left elbow, bending the elbows as in chaturanga, keeping the belly pulled in and pushing back to downward facing dog. Last one, same thing again. Left knee over left elbow, and then weight moves forward, 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 maybe finding Kundi 2. And then pushing all the way back to downward facing dog. And then transitioning to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing for 5, breathing deep. Thinking about how much fun that was. While slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck, gathering strength and energy for the next one coming up. And send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back, and exhale down. Feet together, inhale for chair pose, strong chair, and exhale back to a tall mountain. Number 3, inhale, bending deep, strong chair. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. And exhale, down, back to plank, pulling the belly in. And lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, a fun little exercise. Transitioning to plank, shoulders over the wrists. From here, keeping the entire body exactly as it is, the only thing that moves are the elbows, bending for chaturanga. Pushing back to plank and back to downward facing dog. That was one. Again, shifting forward for plank, bending the elbows for chaturanga, pushing back to plank, and pressing back to downward facing dog. Number 3, let's inhale as we glide forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more. Inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale for plank, keeping equal weight on each hand. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, equal weight, presses back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing. Softening through the neck. That's already 4. And 5. Send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Feet together. Inhale for chair pose, bending deep, weight into the heels. And exhale, pressing back to a tall mountain. Number 4. Inhale, bending the knees, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down back to plank and lower. Inhale, shoulders down for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, gently lowering the knees to your mat, all the way to seated, bringing the feet forward, heading into Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So bringing the right leg over the left with a bent knee, keeping that bottom leg extended if need be. If it's available, bending the bottom knee as well. So we've got knees stacked one on top of the other. From here, left arm reaches up high to the sky, sending that arm back. Right arm reaches back, sending that arm up. So trying to find those fingers behind you. Softening through the shoulders. There's usually one side that cooperates a little better than the other. For most people who are right-handed, this is the tougher side. So really softening through the spaces. You feel the stretch. Slower than you think you need to, releasing the arms. Let's actually bring the hands out to the sides, pressing the walls away from you. Feels nice on the shoulders. From here, planting the hands, heading back to plank, pulling the belly in. And lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale for downward facing dog. Ready for the other side, so lowering down to your mat, bringing the feet forward. This time the left leg is on top, so bending that top leg. If it's available, bending the bottom leg as well, so the feet are at your sides, left knee stacked on top of right. This time right arm reaches high to the sky, and bending the elbow, fingers reaching down the back. Left hand reaches behind you and up towards those top fingers. Finding that clasp if it's available. Wherever you're at, just feeling that stretch. Softening through the barriers. Breathing deep. Last deep breath here. And then slower than you think you need to, releasing the arms, pressing the walls away from you. Feels nice on the shoulders. And then planting the hands, heading back to plank and lower. Inhale, wide open shoulders for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Slowing down the breathing, softening through the neck. That's about 4. And 5. Send the feet forward, inhaling for flat back. And exhale down. Feet together. Inhale for chair pose, strong chair. And exhale, pressing back to a tall mountain. Last one, number 5. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, gliding forward. Inhale for flat back. Exhale down, back to plank and lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, gently lowering your knees to the mat and heading into a seated cross-legged position. Nice stretch for the arms and shoulders. Interlace the fingers behind your back and straighten through the arms as much as they'll let you. Couple deep breaths here, feeling that nice openness through the collarbones and the fronts of the shoulders. From here, keeping the fingers interlaced, bring the hands to the right side. And then pressing the elbows towards each other, keeping the shoulders down. Sitting up tall. Breathing deep. And gently release, bringing the hands to the other side. Shoulders down and then pressing the elbows towards each other. And release. And planting the hands, stepping back to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhaling for cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Softening the neck. For that last one, the sit bones are high to the sky, really pressing those heels down to the floor, feeling that nice length in the backs of the legs. And send the feet forward all the way to the top, inhaling for flat back. And exhale down, feet together, big toes together, bending deeply for chair pose. And exhale back to a tall mountain. And now it's time to prepare for Shavasana, final resting pose. So lying all the way onto your back. And one last time hugging the knees in, Apanasana, gently rolling side to side. And when you're ready, releasing the legs, extending them on the floor. And extending the arms along your sides, palms facing up. And closing the eyes. Starting to listen to the sounds around you. And through all of the sounds, see if you can even hear your own heart beating. And at the same time, softening everything from the crown of the head all the way to the tips of the toes, but especially softening through the neck and the shoulders and all the way down the arms letting the fingers softly curl. Softening through the face, softening around the eyes, and even the muscle between the eyes. Just letting it all go. And starting to come back, wiggle the fingers and the toes, and gently roll the head from side to side. Then reaching your arms above head on the floor, give yourself a big stretch, feeling totally refreshed. And then gently press yourself all the way up to a cross-legged seated position. When you get there, palms facing up on the knees. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, softly close the eyes. And for one last moment, feeling inspired. And slowly blink the eyes open. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you chose to be here, so thank you. Namaste.